right, we are back for day 2. Again, we're going to revisit those 3 words, glum, gleeful, and fume. Take a look at this first sentence. If I am doing something I adore, I will likely be blank because. Are you going to be gleeful or glum? You can turn and talk to someone next to you or think to yourself. Right, you're going to be gleeful because if it's something you adore, then it's something that you really, really enjoy, because we know that word adore means to love or to like or really enjoy. So you're not going to be glum. That wouldn't make any sense. Let's take a look at another example. If someone intimidated me, I would or would not fume because. Again, you can turn and talk or think to yourself. Right, I agree. If someone intimidated me, then I might be fuming. I mean, some of you may have said you might not, but if someone intimidated me, then I was a little bit fearful of them, or maybe even a little bit nervous around them, and it might cause me to fume. I could become pretty upset or angry. Let's take a look at these examples. We're going to play this game. Does that make sense? You're going to discuss whether or not the word gloom makes sense in the following scenarios and explain why or why not. Let's look at the first example. Maxine is glum. It's a cold and rainy day. Her kitten Rainbow has run away, and her best friend Trixie is mad at her. Does the word glum make sense here? Why or why not? Okay, let's look at another example. Our class trip to the museum is canceled, says Garrett with a gleeful expression on his face. I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to seeing the dinosaur exhibit. Does the word gleeful make sense here? Why or why not? Okay, let's take a look at the last example. Angela is fuming. I've never been so uncomfortable in my life, she grumbles to herself as she sits sandwiched between 2 boys on the bus. I can barely breathe. Does the word fuming make sense here? Why or why not? Excellent. So let's go back to the first example. The word glum in this example does make sense. You'd probably be pretty glum if all of these kind of negative things were happening to you. In this example, gleeful. Gleeful doesn't really make sense here because if your class trip got canceled, you might be excited. However, it says here that Garrett says, I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to seeing the dinosaur exhibit. So we know that this class trip was something Garrett was looking forward to. So to say that he was gleeful when it was canceled does not make sense. He'd actually be pretty glum. In the last example, Angela is fuming. Well, this does make sense in this example because if you were sandwiched in between 2 boys and you can barely even breathe, then that might cause you to become very angry or upset. That wraps up day 2. We'll see you back tomorrow for day 3.